Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we are playing with luxury lipsticks. This is a haul of new lipsticks, the ones that I've picked up in the last sort of month or so. So in this bag from Louis Vuitton is my Louis Vuitton Beauty Satin lipstick. And we're going to look at that one last, but we're going to just go through the other ones. So anyway, I've put the first one on just to save time. This is a new lipstick for me from Celine Le Rouge Celine, which is a satin lipstick, and I picked up number 14 Rose Orphee. I already have two of these. One is bright red and the other one is a warmer, slightly peachier pink called Celeste, and I felt like I wanted a very neutral, slightly mauvey pinky. That's what these are all kind of aiming at. And two of them I maybe did make mistakes with the shades, but I love the formulas, so I'm going to show you anyway. So this is the Celine lipstick. Comes in a very luxurious white box. These are all at luxury price points. The Louis Vuitton is obviously the most expensive, and then the next one down is this Celine. But I love the formula of these lipsticks, and so you get this beautiful gold case with the Triomphe logo on the cap. It's a magnetic cap. I have to say that this is without doubt my favourite lipstick component, and this feels luxurious but without feeling like heavy or bulky, so this is my favourite lipstick component. Anyway, here's the shade inside, Rose Orphee, and that's actually really accurate how you're seeing it now. It is a pink, but it's ever so slightly got some nude and some warm kind of vibe to it, so that it's not too cool tone. It's kind of mauvey, but it's not too, it's neutral with a tiny, maybe slightly warm leaning. This formula tastes and feels great. It's very, very light. I can barely feel that I have lipstick on. It goes on very thin, but it really grips to the lips, so it's pretty long wearing. It's hydrating. It's not crazy creamy and hydrating, but it's not going to dry your lips out either. I'm not going to use any liner in this video because I'm going to try all these lipsticks on and it's going to save time. So that's Rose Orphee, 10 out of 10, no notes. Love the packaging, love the formula. We're going to take that one off, sadly. So next up are the On Stage. This is a new release from Dior, the On Stage lipsticks. I have got Copper Attraction, which is a warm, is it orangey? It's like an intense nude, but it's got like some warmth and oranginess to it, some earthiness to it. And then the other one I got was Daring Blush, which is a pink. What's great about these, so that's Daring Blush, it's quite pink. It's shiny, there's loads of colour, it's really long wearing, non-drying. The only thing I'd say is that when you lose the shine and you're left with the colour after a couple of hours, maybe the shine starts to fade, especially if you eat and drink. When you go like that, instead of the creamy slick, you can feel a bit of tackiness. So then I think you need to top it with a gloss or go back in and put another coat. Just let's put one of them on. I'm not going to do both. Let's put on the copper one because I think that is slightly more autumnal and would go with more eyeshadow looks that I would do. Especially for a long wear lipstick. They feel really luxurious and creamy. Look at that. Very enlivening, nice kind of slightly terracotta-y, sienna-y shade, which I love. They taste nice. If you don't like fragrance, I love fragrance in my lipsticks. Ooh, they're just so good. Right, let's take that one off. I think this is a really great formula, really, really great. Next, we're going to just briefly show you this one because this was in my recent favorites, but I don't think I wore it. So, but this is in the shade Atelier, and this is again kind of neutral mauvey pink, so I'll put that up next to the Celine because they are so similar actually. That's the Celine Rose Orphee and that is the Addict. This is a great throw it on. It's not so much opacity, it's more than a balm, it's a lipstick, but it's quite forgiving. You could do this in the back of the taxi, it would pass the back of the taxi test. Fruity, delicious yumminess. Very hydrating, very shiny, very flattering, great on a day when your lips are a bit chapped and you want like more than a balm. You want colour, but you want something very forgiving. But I love that. I've already worn that a ton. Next, these are the two that I'm a bit iffy about. The first one, I love the formula. I love the packaging. It is the Victoria Beckham Posh lipstick in Pose. It is a very sort of cool toned caramelly kind of colour to me. The formula is great. There's no scent to this, but it doesn't bother me. And it feels very hydrating and luxurious. It's a very slim lipstick, so it's very easy. Now I see it in the viewfinder, it's a soft nude, which actually isn't too pink like some of these, so there's going to be a place for it. And we'll go over all these swatches at the end, and they're all really hydrating so far, so I don't feel like my mouth is in trouble. Please excuse the state of my foundation around my mouth. And then lastly, this is the Chantecaille Lip Creme, and I'm not going to be on, I'm just going to be honest, I wanted it for the packaging, for the like banyan tree and the 2 elephants and then the elephant on the cap, and then I'll link the information, but some of the proceeds from this go towards an elephant charity, and I bought the foundation and thought, oh, I could have the matching lipstick. But I got the shade Rose Myrtle because a lot of the other shades, I looked at Plumera, it's a little bit peachy, is it Pink Lotus? And they all just looked on photos online a little bit light, and I was sometimes worried that often I'll buy a lipstick and it's lighter than I thought it was going to be, and it just washes me out. So I went with a mauvey pink because that's what I was kind of chasing down with all of these. And on my hand, when I swatched it in store, I like it, but then on my mouth, so I'm going to swatch it in 2 places. It's swatched there next to the more pinky shades, and it just looks like it's deeper than these. But what that's not showing is there's a purpliness, there's a coolness that is maybe too far for me. And then next to the Victoria Beckham as well, it actually looks like really warm and pink compared to that. So that's why I bought both of these together in store in Duke of York Square on the King's Road. Massive Space NK. I love that. So that's my favourite Space NK. Anyway, lovely slim bullet. So you're going to get a good shape. And like, it's all in the eye of the beholder. You're all going to probably go, oh, I like that one on you. But sometimes it just looks, in natural daylight anyway, a bit heavy. And the purpliness and the coolness of this pink. Do you see how, even compared to that Victoria Beckham, there's something, a dullness that doesn't maybe work for me? Please put your honest thoughts down below. Maybe I need to balance it with a very warm, I've got the Mood Exposure, which is also kind of cool and plummy, which coordinates with this, but maybe I need something a bit warmer and more bronzery and more tan on the cheeks to lift. Right, let's move on to the Louis Vuitton, because that's what you're all here for. So we have in the bag the actual tester she used on me, and then the brand new Perfect lipstick that I haven't used yet. And then also there's various receipts and things in this little bag. One is just a compliment slip with my receipt from in store, and the other is a little envelope. Oh, I forgot about that. With my little, is it velvet or faux suede, like, case. This says Louis Vuitton on one side, and then on the other side, it just has the little fleur symbol that you get with Louis Vuitton. Anyway, and then in the box, you've got this gold fleur-de-lis or whatever on this side, and on the other side, and the outer carton says LV Rouge Satin 202 Glorious Quest. You get, it's refillable, you get 3.5 grams of product. Oh, this, I mean, the devil's in the detail, and it's all embossed on the card. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. The LVs are raised. And inside, the inside of the box is like all gold. And here is the lipstick. I haven't actually got this out of the box, and I've had it for nearly 2 weeks. So there's our lipstick. It's a shiny black case. The lid is amazing. You can see in and see your shade. So you've got that fleur pattern, and then around, it's almost like a thick wedding band. It's like curvy, and you've got that pattern, and then LV there. I mean, it's a strong magnet and it just, the whole business feels very luxe. Ooh. So here she is in all her glory. Got any embossing? Yes, we've got an LV right on the bullet there. And again, I went with a soft but slightly warm pink, and we're going to swatch that across the top of that Celine and the other ones that are pinky. And we've also got some other comparisons in a minute. So you can see what I was going for. If we take out these two Dior that are a bit more bold, this cool tone Victoria Beckham, and we just focus on these three, you've got the Chantecaille Rose Myrtle there, the Celine Rose Orphee there, and what is that? That is the Dior, this one, the Dior Addict in Atelier. Right, let's apply it. I'm excited. I have been using, by the way, they had these drawers full of these, millions of them like lined up, ready to go, and you get to take home your one. And that means that I've been able to wear this lipstick a couple of days without sullying this perfect bullet, because I wanted to do that with you in this video. How cute. I've never seen this before. They have these individual little portions of the lipsticks that they give you because you might as well. And it also means you could take 2 shades home, play with them in natural light, because I was in a department store and the lighting's weird, and then maybe come back and be sure. So there it is there again. It is a pink, but it has a whiff of warmness, and it is very similar to these, so you might be like, I mean, these are all the same, but I guess on the lips, they all look slightly different. Some people, like with the eyeshadows, have gone with something really bold, and I have gone with something that I think I'll get a lot of use out of. But if I'm going to spend a lot of money, I want something super wearable. And I feel the same about the eyeshadows. The one I think I will probably end up getting, which is Nude Mirage, will coordinate perfectly with this lipstick, and is something I can just throw on every day. Excuse that redness there. It's just where my foundations come away. It is, I'm not going to lie, from looking online, this is softer, pinker, and lighter than I thought. When she tried it on me, I was like, oh, I thought it was going to be in the stills on the, I'll put one up here, in the stills on the Louis Vuitton website. It looks like almost a whiff of a mockery tone to the pink. And it's, you can see it's a classic mid pink. There's a slight sweet, it's a very subtle fragrance that's so subtle it's quite hard to identify. It's not really floral like Dior or Chanel lipsticks. Almost a slight whiff of fruitiness, but very nice. A very pleasant experience to apply. I think it's flattering and goes with my skin tone. I also think it will go with loads of different makeup looks. Oh, it is quite difficult to get in. It's quite a snug fit, but I think it's nice to be able to protect it, because I did see one lady who I've just started following. She's great. Critical Beauty or something, I'll link her channel below. She was showing on Instagram that she dropped her Louis Vuitton balm, I think it was the white one, on the ground, and she chipped, I don't know what this is made, I will say it's a very snug fit. It's quite hard to then get your lipstick out. Oh yeah, and I've just pulled the lid off. Oh, and I've pulled the refill. It doesn't want to come out. I'll put my finger in there and go, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll use that all the time. Anyway, oh, okay, this has reminded me to show you. The mechanism is beautiful. I'm not going to go into all that. There's some famous German packaging industrial designer who's done the components, and it is very stylish. So you've got the Louis Vuitton flower shape, and it perfectly matches up in there. You put it in, and it clicks in, and it's like in. I mean, for a packaging junkie, this is like, it is gorgeous, guys. This is already going to be a really long video, so I'm just going to clean my hand off, and we're just going to swatch just what I think is very similar to the shade that I got, which is Glorious Quest. Okay, so I'm just going to do some swatches now in case you're considering Glorious Quest and you want to see what you've got in your collection already. I don't mind having several lipsticks in this colour family, so it's not like, oh, I've already got this, I'm disappointed. Not at all. I stand by, this was the best shade for me. So there's my Glorious Quest, and I'm wearing it still. And then I'll swatch the Celine Rose Orphee right next to it again for you to see. I think they're very, very similar. I think that there's a bit more of a nudie or slightly warm tone to the Celine compared to the Louis Vuitton, but they're really close. I also thought it might be really similar to the Lisa Eldridge Lisa shade in the Rouge Experience. Similar, but this is more of a cool toned mid pink. These are both a little bit warmer. And then I love this lipstick. This is the Givenchy Rouge Interdit Satin in 111. It's quite a neutral, nudie shade. I have a more pinky raspberry shade, but I already had a look and it's a lot more blue toned. So that's 111 in the Givenchy. Similar, but a little bit lighter, a little bit nudier. It's like the same tone as this Rouge Experience one, but like a little bit lighter. These two are still really close. And then lastly, let's just try the Addict Lip Shine in Atelier. It's just more sheer, isn't it? Really shiny, but more sheer, but similar in tone. Let's swatch it up here with these guys. Yeah, pretty similar actually, but just more sheer and balmy in appearance when you wear it. So I thought that might be helpful. The Rose Myrtle, we can swatch it, but I think it is, I'll do it along the top there. Yeah, it's just a lot more purpley leaning because it's very cool. But there you go. I'm going to leave that there for a minute. So what we've got: Dior Atelier Addict, Louis Vuitton Glorious Quest 202, Celine Rose Orphee. Those two are the closest match. And I can't even remember now. There's the Lip Addict again. There's the Chantecaille Lip Creme in Rose Myrtle. There is, that one there is 111 in the Givenchy Interdit. And then that one is the Rouge Experience. Lisa. So you can see I like a mid pink, but what I'm always looking for is something that's just got, it's like a deeper nude and a pink got together. When it goes too cool toned, it doesn't feel like me. These do. And I know that you're going to be saying, some of you may be saying, you didn't need the Louis Vuitton and the Celine. Well, I'm telling you that one of these will probably be in my handbag all the time for me to get out and reapply. These will probably be two of my most worn lip products this season. I don't have a moral or sort of problem with buying makeup at that price point. I don't mind a splurge if I'm going to get the wear out of it. It's the whole thing, like this is the feel of it in the hand and getting it out of your bag to top up when you're having a bit of a crappy day. It's like you're going to feel better when you apply your lovely lipstick. It's, for me, it's a very sensory experience. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video, which has got nothing to do with makeup. So if you're not that into the makeup, but you'd like to see what handbag I would choose for a whole host of different occasions and situations, I'm about to film a beautiful tag video. See you later, guys. Bye.